So we're here to talk about the pitboard. The pitboard is the only communication between the garage, the mechanics, and the rider, myself on track. It's really important, and we have two versions. This one is for practice. So I'm going to explain you the pitboard for practice. First of all, we have here P2. It's quite easy, it's position 2. Then under position 2 we see the lap time. So this means 1 minute 32.1. This is the quickest lap time from the session. On my dash I see my own lap time. I see the lap, when I pass or finish, I see that lap time, but I can also see my fastest one. So if I see this one on my board, I know if I'm really far off or not. So if, sometimes you're not sure if you're really far off, then I check this one. Also, during the session, I'm just riding around trying to improve the feeling on the bike, but the team can see on the television the sector times, and there's always a sector where you can improve, and then they will put on the board sector 2. So then I know in sector 2 I have to maybe change my line or try something different to improve that sector. Also, during practices we can just see the time counting down. So if I'm doing a longer run, they start with, for example, L10, L9, L8 till 0. So here we are with the pitboard for the race. It's a bit different than the one we use for practices or qualifying. The most important thing is always on top, is the position. Oh, P1 is the best thing, of course. Underneath P1 we have plus 0.3. This means I'm 0.3 seconds in front of the guys behind me. So I can keep an eye out if I'm losing time or gaining time on the guys behind me, and I don't have to look back. Underneath the plus 0.3 we have G3. This is the biggest question mark for everyone, what it always means, but I'm going to explain you now. G means group and 3 means how many people. So a group of 3 people is 0.3 seconds behind me. So I don't, that can be 1 person, that can be 5 persons, but at least I know that if someone's there, it's only 1 or many other riders. And the lowest part, the laps, how many laps to go. In the race you're always normally fighting, so you don't really see on the start finish how many laps to go, so there's always also on the pitboard.